Hi, welcome back. On this episode, we're going to change some boots on some front drive axles. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification button, and check me out on Instagram and Facebook at Clara Garage. Let's get started. All right, so we're going to change the boots. We're going to change them just on this one. Oh, this one here was on the side kick. This one used to be on it. The boots were looking pretty rough, so I put this one on because the boots would look better, and that was probably about 10 years ago now. And as we can see, this boot is completely wide open. The joint doesn't seem too bad, just needs to be cleaned. But this one, everything's still all together, and this is one that was originally off of it from a while back. So I'm just going to put this one on the back burner. I can replace the boots on this at a later date, and I'm going to put new boots on this one and relubricate. So we're going to get these straps off of here. So all these clamps should be the same. It's going to be hard to see on the camera, but here's the end that is clamped under, and you can see there's a little groove there. So we're going to take our screwdriver, and I just kind of tip it up. So we can see I flip that side up. Now we're going to do the same on this side. And then we'll get under that. We'll roll it up. And then that loosens it off here. We get our screwdriver underneath it. And then we can slide that down the shaft. And all four of these are the exact same style. The two in the center are just smaller than the two on the outside. Get that. Same thing here. And these are for Suzuki Sidekick. And now we're going to just run my screwdriver in between the axle and the rubber, just to kind of break it free. And now we can slide the rubbers in towards the center. And as we can see, they're full of grease in there. I'm going to leave that rubber kind of loosely on for now, and we'll do one end at a time. So we're going to stand this up, and then it's going to be hard to see, but there's a little retainer clip in here. So we just want to try to locate the end of that retainer clip, and then we can pop it out. Now we're just going to take our screwdriver, we're going to pop it in, bring it out. And that's the clip there, it goes in that top groove. So now we just pull it out with our hand, and we'll set that off to the side. And then this separates. And then on this back side, there's a C-clip. Not sure if you're able to see that or not. So we're going to remove that next. check that C-clip out. And then this knuckle should just slide right off. There we go. And now that we have this off, we're going to remember that the recessed side faces out, and the flush side, also more coned, faces in towards the boot. Alright, we're going to clean this up. And now we're going to work this a bit and try to get as much of that old grease out that we can. Otherwise, we'd have to pop the seal off the other side and get the C-clip, similar thing, and then pull it out. And I don't have a new seal for it, so we're just going to shove everything back on the way we just took it off and not change that seal. And while we're moving it, we're making sure that there's no binding or anything. Everything feels nice and smooth. And if there's any binding, it's going to give you a vibration and a noise. We don't see any damage. Everything looks quite good in here. Alright, so here's the new boot. That's what I got. The part number is DX818. So when you open it up, you have a new boot, and you put it beside the old one. They're the same, which is good. It also comes with some lube for the bearing, which is perfect. And it comes with 2 clamps. So I'm going to stand this up on end, and we're going to start filling this up with lube. We're going to do our best to work it in. Alright, now we're going to put a little bit of lube on the bottom of that so it slips over the shaft nice and easy. We're going to slide it down. And we're going to try to get the rest of this lube in here. There's not much left there. And we should be using 1 full tube per a joint. Each box comes with a thing, so we should be using it all. So I can use this box to kind of help hold it for me. I can use 2 hands. There we go. You want to make sure you got it on that groove all the way, otherwise it will come off and make a huge mess. Got that bottom one on the proper groove. Alright, now we're going to grab the other boot, slip it on, and then start putting this back together. Alright, so I'm just going to steal a little bit of the excess lube from the other side for now. And just lube that up. Just so it slips on a little easier. right out of our way. All right, and then we're gonna slip this back onto the splines. And then we verified that we're past the ring where the C-clip goes. So now we can put our C-clip back in. Just gonna carefully slide that down. And then I usually like to poke it down with a screwdriver and so I can hear it click in. And that looks good. So that's all the way back together on that part. All right, now we're gonna put some fresh lubricant inside of here. We're gonna work that into everything. We just want to make sure that all the surfaces are coated before we get that joint in. And we're going to do the same thing on the joint end as well. Make sure we have that all coated. So we got the outside, and now we're going to put a bunch on the inside and try to work it through. Kind of the same thing as packing a bearing. That's essentially what we're doing on this. We're just packing this joint, just like packing a bearing. All right, this one goes in one way. Those balls need to line up with the grooves. And we can see as we move this around, you can see that grease kind of coming out. Working its way through that joint. That's good. We're going to try to pack some more in here. And then we're going to put our retainer clip back in. And where those grooves are that the balls slide in, so say this is where one of those grooves are, we're going to have the end of it just past that so those balls are never catching on the end of the retainer. I like to have it standing up when I do this. You can feel the groove right there. I'm going to put the end right about here and work it down. And then same thing with my screwdriver again. I want to hear it click into the groove. And that feels and looks pretty good. Making sure it's in that groove all the way. So now that can't come out no matter how hard it tries. Now we'll slide this on. Make sure we get it over that groove. All right, that's on. All right, now we're going to put our clamps on. So these are the ear style. So basically you want to kind of get it as small as you can get it with still getting it on comfortably. I find using a screwdriver seems to help a little bit. Just be careful with the screwdriver that you don't accidentally poke a hole in the boot. And then in this case, this is the left front. So the rotation is like this. So I'm making it so all my tabs are sticking out the back, so they're not going to be spinning and possibly getting caught on anything. If they do hit something, it should just brush off like that instead of making contact and folding over. So I got that one on. I already got these ones tightened up. I just need to get this one on now. I got that inner one in. I want to make sure that our boot's all the way on in the groove and that we have our strap centered. So they make a tool for this. Basically all you do, you just get on it and clamp it down. So these are cutters that came in a cheap pair of pliers that I had years ago that somebody gave me. So I'm just going to use these. They're basically the same thing. They're not sharp at all, so they won't cut it. I won't save me a trip into town because I don't have the actual tool for it. But you basically just get on it, and then you just squeeze that down. You don't want to over tighten it. And that's all you do. Now we'll do the other one. We just kind of come in, get over it. Just come on like that, and just squeeze it. And that should be it. Now we're going to work it and make sure they don't pop off. Grab it. Move it around a bunch of times. And that looks good. All right, thanks for watching. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and to check me out on Instagram and Facebook at Clark Garage. Have a great night.